to when March 7th made the bet with Skott. March 7th need to practice swordplay strictly according to schedule and pass 3 trials in 15 days. 4 days until sword trial.
I gotta build my strength and get stronger. Dexterity training for speed. Acuity training. Some tenacity training. Wonder what I'll run into today.
March 7th is frustrated about how to defeat the mech, but the Artisanship Commission might offer her some inspiration.
Hey, T-Soy Pogs. And what's her name again? March 7th? Am I right?
A Stellarin hunter? The fact that you're here, does that mean the CN show is again?
Don't be so paranoid. I'm not an infectious virus. It's our downtime now. I'm not on any script or mission. I suggest you pretend to not have seen me.
The real Silver Wolf will never be here.
Oh, you're right. What you see is nothing but a hyper-realistic holographic projection. I'm here at the CN show to meet a veteran player at a game in person. It has nothing to do with you.
Can you still call that in person when you meet him via holographic projection?
Don't sweat the details. What about you two? Taking a stroll in the Artisanship Commission?
Well, the IPC mechs are automaton too, so I was hoping to find some inspiration here on ways to defeat the IPC mechs.
Inspiration to defeat the IPC mechs? I've plenty of time now anyway. How about explaining the situation?
You fill her in with the tale of the appointed battle between Busybody March 7th and Busybody Skott.
Hey, why am I a busybody too?
Huh? That's it?
What do you mean by that's it? Are you looking down at me?
My. Behold the youngsters these days. I've been standing here for a considerable duration, yet not a single soul deigns to acknowledge my presence.
Are you the CN Show veteran player?
Yes, I've been playing Ethereum Wars for a long time. I've got the information you wanted, but...
If it's something important, should we excuse ourselves?
It's fine. You can stay if you're interested. Some time ago, an Ethereum Wars player posted that they had captured a rare double-type ether spirit. It has the stats of a mechanical ether spirit and an aberrant ether spirit. In other words, this rare spirit appears to be a mechanical soul with an aberrant ether spirit, causing deviation in the Ethereum Wars system judgment. So I consulted Master Xianzhou, who is more experienced and knowledgeable. Now we're here to discuss this matter.
Do you mean rare ether spirits do exist?
It's like the holographic cards in a card collection game. Those hardcore players will never miss out on them.
I did mention an automaton, but these rumors of mechanical souls simply don't hold up under scrutiny. They're utterly unbelievable. You're simply wasting your effort here.
What's there not to believe? There are plenty of strange things happening in the cosmos. Let's cut straight to the chase. What about the automaton gatekeeper?
I have good and bad news.
Please don't tell me the bad news is that the automaton gatekeeper is gone.
You're right. It was automatically seen as faulty machinery and was thrown into the scrap heap. The good news is, there's still hope of finding it.
I knew things would not be that simple. It seems like you two are interested in the rare ether spirit too. I'll be here for some time. If you wish to look for me, you can try your luck here.
We'll take our leave then. See you around!
Silver Wolf's holographic projection and Master Xianzhou have left.
A rare automaton gatekeeper? That could probably give me some inspiration. Perhaps we can come to the Artisanship Commission and ask Silver Wolf about it next time.
Escapade bonus unlocked. Silver Wolf will provide 3 assist effects every day. Her assist effects will activate after meeting certain conditions. 3 days until sword trial.
I'll go with the all bosses speed run. I gotta build my strength and get stronger. Dexterity training for speed. Acuity training. Gotta focus and clear my thoughts. Let's take a little stroll through the city.
Sword art anecdote. A day spent sword training is always full of interesting stories. Break time is over. Yunli attempts to teach March to identify the sword's strengths and weaknesses. Alas, while Yunli expounds with clarity and logic, March listens in a sleepy daze. Yunli takes out a never-seen-before sword and tests March on where she should start her evaluation.
What do you recommend? Scrutinize the adornments with squinted, serious eyes.
Good. At least it's got a March perspective to it.
That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything.
2 days until sword trial.
I choose the perfect iframe evasion. Dexterity training for speed. Acuity training. Gotta focus and clear my thoughts. Let's take a little stroll through the city. Dexterity training for speed. I learned so much today. Well done, me. Wonder what I'll run into today.
Xianzhou Escapade. You encounter Silver Wolf, who just so happens to be collecting rare ether spirits, only to find the Arumaton has been handled.
Hey, perfect timing. Master Gongshu has found the scrapped Arumaton gatekeeper for me. Unfortunately, it has lost even its most basic programs, not to mention its mechanical soul.
To find out whether a mech has a soul, you can ask Mr. Screwlum directly. Maybe he will know the answer.
I want to find the ether spirit, not a philosophical answer. Also, are you telling me to ask him politely? Impossible.
He isn't the one blocking 76 of your game accounts.
Hey, shut it. I can block your game account too. Do you want to try it? What should I do now?
Have you asked Master Gongshu? What did he say?
He's a practical man. He doesn't believe in the theory of mechanical souls. Have you heard of the Mechanical Soul School? They are one of the countless extinct schools of the Intelligentsia Guild, active before the Emperor's War. These scholars claimed that every machinery has a soul within it from the moment it is created on the production line, but it is limited by the hardware and has no way of expressing it, similar to human beings. They even came out with a whole mystical ritual to communicate physically with the machinery. But everyone thought that they were crazy. Rumors said that all members of this school were killed in the Interstellar War. But guess what? The mothership that encountered the ambush returned to their home planet.
Wouldn't that mean someone survived?
No one survived. It was as if the mothership had a cheat code. It took over the vehicle, fired the weapons, and piloted on its own. It even escaped the engagement zone and brought the bodies of the scholars back to the home planet. None of the victims has witnessed the mechanical soul, yet proved its existence.
Could it be controlled by a heliobus?
Do you know how huge the astral spirit must be to control a mothership? A heliobus is out of the question. What about you? Where do you stand?
There's a rational explanation for all irrational phenomena.
Oh, so that's what you believe. March 7th. What about you? Do you believe in the existence of mechanical souls?
The airship moved on its own and brought its owner's remains back home. If mechanical souls do exist, wouldn't it be romantic? If we meet a kind-hearted mechanical soul, maybe it will be willing to teach me how to defeat the IPC mech.
I almost forgot that you are still looking into that matter.
After all, I'm born with a strong sensitivity to spirits. I'm sure the mechanical souls will be willing to communicate with me.
Oh, that's it. March 7th, thank you.
What? Did I say something?
The Mechanical Soul School left a record of their mechanical seance arts. This means I can transfer its soul to another automaton.
The mechanical soul shall bless me with its presence.
It's better to try these unorthodox shamanism stuff than to sit here and watch the scrap. Let me check out the guide for mechanical seance arts, then ask Master Gongshu to prepare an aromaton. Do remember to come and join the ritual.
Before Silverwolf can finish her sentence, her holographic projection vanishes.
Summoning a mechanical soul for an aromaton. Oh my, I feel like my brain's getting fried. We should return to the Artisanship Commission and see what happens next time.
Escapade bonus unlocked. Silverwolf increases all training levels to level 5 as will increase other stats during training. 1 day until sword trial?
I'll go with the all bosses speedrun. I gotta build my strength and get stronger. Let's take a little stroll through the city. Dexterity training for speed.
Sword art anecdote. A day spent sword training is always full of interesting stories. March 7th is at the Artisanship Commission looking to maintain her swords. Silverwolf is interested in this process.
You heard of weapon enchantments?
It doesn't look like Silverwolf has a mission, and the projection appears again in the Artisanship Commission.
In games, magic, materials, and various things can be tempered into weapons.
If there really is such a convenient game system, what should be added?
How should I go about this? Six-phase dice?
Cool.
Oh, the rare material for legendary March 7th.
That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything.
It's the day of the sword trial?
Today, you'll face your first test. It's all about the basics.
Oh, I know. It's float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, right?
That's boxing? But close enough, I guess.
Grasping the basics is crucial to mastering swordplay, Miss March. Focus on wielding your sword properly, making your thrusts swift and strikes brisk.
And parries should be fluid and nimble. Got it.
See? Even March is getting bored of your rambling.
But I'm actually not bored at all.
Miss March is still a novice, so I'm giving her some tips on the basics to help her better understand them. Neglecting the basics will only make you vulnerable in a fight, even for an extraordinary sword master like you, Yunli.
Just focus on your teaching. Why bring me into this?
What? Didn't General Huayan offer you any guidance?
Looks like your general hasn't told you to stop hopping around like a sparrow in a fight, huh?
Guys, let's save the seminar for later.
Miss March has been learning the basics of swordplay, and now it's time to put her knowledge to the test.
Unsheath your swords and show me what you've got, March.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch this! Awesome! Now watch this! Azure Dragon,
March. This is undoubtedly an exceptional talent in swordplay.
Looks like I passed the test, right?
Yeah. Well done. You passed with flying colors.
Great! Hey, hurry up and congratulate me.
Don't get too cocky. You still have 2 more trials to go.
Jeez, you sound just like those parents on the Xianzhou. Can't I get some praise now?
Yeah, congratulations.
I couldn't have done it without my masters and you, Mr. Teaching Assistant. So if I were to take on that IPC guy now, what would you say are my chances?
You already have a martial arts background and plenty of real combat experience. With swordplay guidance from me and Yun Li, if you were to challenge the IPC's security mechs now, I believe...
You wouldn't stand a chance.
Yun Li's... right.
No chance? Hey, are you trying to crush my confidence? I'm the kind of girl who performs better when I'm showered with praise, just so you know.
Maybe you'd stand a chance if you used your bow.
Wait, are you saying my swordplay still isn't good enough?
I thought teaching March was just something of a hobby. But now, actually seeing her progress gives me a sense of accomplishment.
Oh, really? So now you finally acknowledge her talent, Master Yun Li? Don't worry, Miss March. I've been serious about teaching you from the start.
Don't try to cause a rift between us. Every move and technique I taught March is straight from the Juming art of swordplay.
15 days of training is short, Miss March. Whether you pass or fail this test, I hope you'll continue with the basics, because that's your best shot at winning. After every test, the General would take me to the Artisanship Commission for sword maintenance. Let's go, Miss March. Today, I'll follow the General's example as a way of acknowledging your progress.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
Moments later, in a dark corner on the Luofu,
So, have you found any information about her?
Yeah, that girl is one of the nameless on the Astral Express. Oh, she's no pushover. Don't you think this bet's a bit too risky?
Yeah, it is. So what? Have you seen those big shots in the Strategic Investment Department? Do they ever make safe bets? She thinks she can fool me by flying under the radar? You there! Get me the most powerful mech we've got!
Understood. Checking the inventory now.
Now I'm curious to see what this 15-day crash course apprentice is really capable of.
Four days until sword trial.
I'm gonna take on the endurance challenge. Some tenacity training. Dexterity training for speed. I gotta build my strength and get stronger. Some tenacity training. I learned so much today. Well done.
Xianzhou Escapade. The retrieved automaton was unresponsive. Prompted by March 7th, Silver Wolf tried to summon a spirit.
What took you two so long?
So Master Xianzhou is here too? Seems like he also...
Don't regard me with that expression. I remain steadfast in my disbelief in the existence of mechanical souls.
But you came in the end. The preparation for the Seance arts is done. Next, I just need to key in these in order, and we're good to go.
She seems to completely treat this as a game.
First, we need to chant the prayers to guide the mechanical soul. I'll leave that to you. March 7th.
Oh, huh? Why me?
Didn't you say you've got a strong sensitivity to spirits? So, you do it. You'll take care of the metaphysical part, while I'll take care of the physical part.
Fine. O solemn and mighty mechanical soul, we call upon thy presence. May thou guide our spiral structures to the wandering soul at this place, echoing in the riveted joints and components.
What nonsensical mechanical prayer is this?
Don't interrupt. Let her finish.
May the milling machine be thy vessel to live forever in the world of forges and gates. La la.
The seance lasts for half an hour, and there is still no reaction from the Automaton gatekeeper. On the contrary, there's something odd about March 7th, who is in charge of the overall ambiance.
Gong-Xiu, Gong-Xiu, don't forget. A-Xiu, Gong-Xiu, Gong-Xiu, don't forget. A-Xiu.
Oh no, what is going on?
Give me back March 7th.
It's nothing serious. Calm down.
A-Xiu, your best friend.
A-Xiu?
March 7th's eyes suddenly regain her luster, wiping off the lifeless appearance from moments ago.
Why are all of you staring at me? What happened? Did the seance succeed?
I reckon it's a success.
Huh?
Although I can't be sure whether we succeeded, now I'm certain it's a failure. Master Gong-Xiu, what's A-Xiu?
I never thought I'd hear this name once more.
Come on, don't keep me in suspense.
A-Xiu is a toy that I did not complete. Thus, it never came into existence in this world. That's why its form remains a mystery even to me. In fact, I'm uncertain of what it even is.
Since it is an incomplete toy, why don't you complete it to find out?
But I can no longer make it. I've heard you're quite an enthusiast for all sorts of games, aren't you? It's only a matter of time before you find yourself knowing too much, playing too often, and contemplating too deeply. That's usually when the spark for gaming fizzles out. Nowadays, I find it increasingly difficult to focus on the things that once ignited my passion.
Don't forget your best friend A-Xiu.
Regardless of the psychological resistance you have, this is a matter decided by whether you want to do this or not.
Even if I were to craft it now, it wouldn't be A-Xiu.
I believe that people change, but there's always an immutable aspect within each individual. Just now, you immediately recognize the name A-Xiu. It serves as a testament to its unforgettable nature. Don't forget your best friend A-Xiu.
Silverwolf's holographic projection disappears, and Master Gong-Xiu leaves the place silently.
T-Soy Pogs, can you understand Master Gong-Xiu? I can't. Let's return to the Artisanship Commission and ask him about it again next time.
Escapade bonus unlocked. Increases Silverwolf's assist effects, and you can simultaneously select 2 assist effects every day. 3 days until sword trial.
Positive bug. Acuity build strat. Let's take a little stroll through the city. I gotta build my strength and get stronger. Some tenacity training. I gotta build my strength and get stronger.
Sword art anecdote. A day spent sword training is always full of interesting stories. The official Ethereum Wars rep has sent Silverwolf a newbie mentor suggestion mail.
Recommended ether spirits?
Silverwolf isn't too interested in training newcomers.
It's just picking one from 3 basic types of ether spirits again. You're a veteran player too. What will you choose?
What do you recommend? The limpid mechanical ether spirit.
Huh? You like the water type?
I learned so much today. Well done, me.
2 days until sword trial.
Brute force stuns, oh yeah! Strength build strat. Let's take a little stroll through the city. Some tenacity training. Some tenacity training. Acuity training.
One day until sword trial?
Any % completion run. I choose the perfect I-frame evasion. Dexterity training for speed. Acuity training. Gotta focus and clear my thoughts. Let's take a little stroll through the city. I gotta build my strength and get stronger.
Sword art anecdote. A day spent sword training is always full of interesting stories. March 7th is glued to her phone, swiping through her album. Silverwolf can't help but sidle closer.
There isn't a rule saying no phones allowed when you're dueling, right?
Silverwolf is suddenly struck by inspiration.
I'll install a few simple hacker apps in your phone that can do stuff like cutting the power to an entire city district.
Silverwolf's out-of-the-box move may also be the greatest help she's provided. March ponders for a while.
How should I go about this? Is there a self-destruct button?
No. If you're thinking of using it as a grenade, that's a bit much.
It's the day of the sword trial?
Time for your second test. I'll be your examiner this time, and I'll be testing your ability to defeat enemies with unconventional moves. Grandpa always said that everything can be a sword, and that there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in this vast world. If you want to defeat your opponent, you'll need your own secret move.
Speaking of secret moves, I've prepared some flaming potent tea.
Huh? Is that the flaming potent tea from Arumali?
You got it! I saw this immersion where the hero drank the flaming potent tea and started stumbling and shaking all over the place. But then he managed to defeat his father's murderer with his drunken swordplay.
Good example. Do you know how to do that drunken swordplay?
No. I figured I could just learn it by drinking flaming potent tea.
Do you have any other tricks up your sleeve, March?
Absolutely. I've learned a lot from my adventures.
I've heard you've traveled a lot, Miss March. I'm excited to see how you incorporate your experiences into your swordplay moves.
Your opponent this time is similar to the IPC mechs. Unsheath your swords and give it everything you've got.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, watch this! White Tiger, less cards! Watch this! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch this! Not your sportsmanlike! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards! Watch this! Oh, I get it!
March, your skills are quite good. Come practice with me as well.
Phew, that was tough.
Those moves were pretty unconventional, but the way you've blended them into your swordplay was impressive. It's like you've developed your own unique style, Miss March. So, I thought you were just wasting your time traveling around with Yun Li's encouragement. It seems like it's paid off.
Well, well. Looks like someone's finally seeing sense.
Thank you both for your guidance. So, did I pass the test?
Without a doubt. You aced it.
Awesome! Hey, Mr. Teaching Assistant. Isn't it about time you showered me with praise?
Yeah, congratulations.
I won't be modest this time. My skills have improved by leaps and bounds.
General Jing Yuan once told me that everyone has the potential to be my master. Not just Cloud Knight instructors, but also artists and outsiders. Actually, I was once convinced by Guinifin into swallowing a sword. That's definitely not something you learn from regular practice.
So, what do you think your odds are, March?
Maybe around 30 or 40%?
Will you be ready for the final showdown?
Hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
Is that another line from an Immersia?
Yep. You're sharp.
From the test, I can tell that you still need some time to master your swordplay. But you did pretty well. Milk tea is on me today.
Oh, yeah!
Moments later, in a dark corner on the Luofu,
The progress report on the Nameless Girl's sword training is complete. What should I do now, Specialist Skott?
Huh? Are you being sarcastic or something?
I mean, don't I have other important tasks to do? It feels like a bit of a waste of time to keep tabs on some random girl's swordplay training.
A waste of time? No! This is about safeguarding the reputation of the IPC and the honor of the Amber Lord. Are you saying that March 7th can actually take down an Arumaton from the Artisanship Commission with a sword? Come on, an Arumaton is no match for our state-of-the-art mechs. Go and strengthen our mechs even further. I refuse to believe that little sliver of metal can actually challenge our cutting-edge technology.
But the armor's already pretty thick.
No, it's not enough. Reinforce it more. If I lose face, it's like losing face for the IPC and the Ember Lord. Can we afford to let that happen?
Understood.
"4 days until sword trial.
I'll go with the all bosses speedrun. Tenacity build strat? gotta build my strength and get stronger. Let's take a little stroll through the city. Some tenacity training. Today!
Xianzhou Escapade. The Spiritus Ex Machina descended upon the spiritually perceptive vessel March 7th, and everyone gained a new clue in the form of A-Xiu.
You two are finally back. Oh yes. Did you feel anything abnormal after you returned home that day, March 7th?
I guess not. But recently, I have had the feeling that mechanical spirits and I are one. It's as if my thoughts, consciousness, and desires can be extended and even controlled remotely.
Stop right there! This means you are completely normal.
I have been here the whole time, yet not a single soul deigned to acknowledge my presence.
We noticed. We're just waiting for you.
When I returned home that day, I impulsively began sifting through my cabinet where I stumbled upon A-Xiu's design.
So what does A-Xiu look like?
Upon reviewing my blueprint, it finally dawned on me that A-Xiu is nothing more than a ubiquitous Cycrane.
The thing you've long desired to make was just a Cycrane?
In my early days as a naive apprentice, my ambition was to fashion an impressive Cycrane. I harbored countless lofty ideas, yet in the end, I failed to realize any of them. For I dared not let my master catch me indulging in mere toys. As time went on, I found myself consumed by other obligations. Initially, I pushed aside the notion of get it made, reassuring myself that I would attend to it once I had more time. But by the time I finished my work, the desire to see it through had faded away entirely. Subsequently, as I transitioned into the role of an artisan, my schedule afforded me ample time. However, each time I geared up to commence work on it, a nagging question would stealthily surface in my mind. Do I truly desire to craft a mere toy? As a result, I lost all enthusiasm and found myself unable to proceed.
Repressing desires over an extended period can eventually lead to their dissolution.
There was a time when I toiled day and night into crafting A-Xiu's blueprint. Yet now, nothing seems to ignite that same drive within me. Ha ha ha. Witnessing what you all have achieved and how you showed me what I once deemed impossible has prompted me to try again. For the sake of all of you.
Master Gongshu dramatically pulls out a Cycrane.
I cast aside all distractions, dedicating myself solely to the task of bringing it to completion. And at long last, after so many years, I have succeeded in crafting A-Xiu.
Adulting is hard.
Miss March 7th, don't you want to be an adult?
I just cannot imagine how I will be as an adult. What about you, T-Soy Pogs?
I don't want to be a grown-up ever.
Despite my centuries of existence, upon finishing the toy, I found myself feeling akin to a teenager. It appears the boundary between adulthood and childhood is blurred, if not non-existent.
I think I can understand that.
So Cycrane's mechanical soul indeed once existed in the body of that automaton gatekeeper. Unfortunately, its essence flew away.
I never thought you were a bard.
Do you need me to put it in simpler terms? I mean, my rare ether spirit is gone.
At least you can replicate A-Xiu's ether spirit as a keepsake?
Well, I guess there's at least a guarantee in the polls.
Silverwolf replicates A-Xiu's ether spirit and is surprised to discover that it has both mechanical and aberrant stats.
A rare double type? Does that mean it's a success? What's that saying from Xianzhou? In the mountain of doubt, no escape is found. Rare stat, they can't be bound.
When did Xianzhou have such a saying? I'm sure you're just making it up. Great! Master Gongshu completed this A-Xiu, and you found your rare ether spirit. Only my answer remains unfounded.
Are you still worrying about the sword showdown? Fret not, I'm your answer. Come and find me, and I'll give you your answer.
That's a deal. You need to help me.
Don't worry, leave it all to me.
Escapade bonus unlocked. Greatly increases Silver Wolf's assist effects and additionally reduces mood consumption by 50% in all training. 3 days until sword trial.
Pre-reviewed strategy. Tenacity build strat? Acuity training. Gotta focus and clear my thoughts. Acuity training. Gotta focus and clear my thoughts. I gotta build my strength and get stronger. Let's take a little stroll through the city.
Sword art anecdote. A day spent sword training is always full of interesting stories. Silver Wolf has received an anonymous package at her fake address. This is your last chance. There's no turning back after this. A synthesized voice speaks out of nowhere. Choose the blue pill, and you'll continue to believe what you wish to. Choose the red pill, and I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Silver Wolf finds the Immersia's plot too cliché and wants to know what March 7th will choose.
What do you recommend? The red pill? I want to see the true nature of life.
Sounds interesting. I've heard that those who tire of life like this choice. Blady also chose this.
Sword trial.
Positive bug. Acuity build strat. Dexterity training for speed. I gotta build my strength and get stronger. Some tenacity training. Let's take a little stroll through the city.
One day until sword trial?
I choose the perfect iframe evasion. Dexterity build strat. Dexterity training for speed. Dexterity training for speed. Let's take a little stroll through the city. Dexterity training for speed.
Sword art anecdote. A day spent sword training is always full of interesting stories. Silver Wolf is staring at the screen, perplexed. March 7th can't help but sidle closer.
This fellow has been using the Silver Wolf's name to spread ransomware viruses throughout the world.
Silver Wolf's tone is steady.
But if I claim innocence, wouldn't I be playing right into this guy's hands?
Silver Wolf has always been kind to her, so March 7th decides to help her out.
How should I go about this? Rally Silver Wolf's spirits and cheer her up.
Nah. I'm shutting down the remote projector if you keep this up.
It's the day of the sword trial?
Before we start the test, there's something I need to tell you, Miss March. I've received a challenge letter from Skott. He's made thorough preparations, contacting the Realm Keeping Commission and getting approval for a martial arts exchange event. He even chose Arumali as the venue. Seems like he has some connections there. However, according to the rules, the person receiving the challenge letter has the right to decline the challenge.
Declining would be like admitting defeat. Of course I'll accept it.
But before that, you need to pass the final test, the graduation exam.
Is it that you don't want to teach her anymore, Master Yanqing?
No way. Master Yanqing has been great to me.
Well, it's not really graduation. It's just that the opponent for this exam is your master, Yanqing.
When General Jing Yuan was teaching me swordplay, he used to personally spar with me during crucial moments to assess my skills.
After all, the master should be the one who is most aware of their students' strengths and weaknesses.
But, Master Yanqing, facing you in a duel, do I really stand a chance?
How will we ever find out if you don't even try? Are you only scared because I'm your opponent, Miss March?
Unsheath your swords and get ready, Miss March. The duel starts now!
The final test. I'm a little nervous. Oh, come on, March 7th. You got this! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less card! Watch this! Oh, I get it!
You're all in on it!
Not very sportsman. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less card! Watch this!
Sword, heed me! Punish evil!
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less card! Watch this!
Come get me!
Now watch this! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less card! Watch this!
You're all in on it! I failed!
I feel great right now. I want to take on 10 opponents.
Not bad. You've made it this far, Miss March. You've passed the exam.
Oh!
Yeah, congratulations.
Ha! I told you compliments make me better.
With your swordplay skills, you can effortlessly take down IPC Max, March.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident too.
But looking back, haven't you learned something more important than just swordplay?
Yeah! I've not only learned swordplay from masters, but I've also met a bunch of people and gained a lot of insights from my experiences.
Those experiences will nourish your sword skills. It's just like Master Yunli said. Everything can be a sword, and there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in the vast world.
That actually makes sense. Now, I'd love to hear your suggestions on how to defeat Skott.
Maybe there's another method we can use.
Let's do it! I already have an idea!
I remember Yanqing once said, there are many ways to defeat villains. But if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. Do you feel any closer to becoming the great hero you've always dreamed of?
Ah, yes, absolutely! The great hero within me is definitely up to the task. I'm going up against Skott soon. I'm so nervous.
Nervous about what? Dealing with a few IPC minions is just a walk in the park.
But Skott will definitely use the IPC's mechs. There's no way I can take them down with just a couple of swords, right?
It wouldn't be a problem for Yanqing or Yunli.
Masters could handle them for sure. But isn't it asking too much of a poor little rookie like me?
Why focus on piercing the armor? For hackers, the ideal way to win is to infiltrate the opponent's system. Here, give me your sword. All right, you've been enhanced. Go for it.
What did you do?
You'll understand once the duel begins.
So, I can defeat him just like that?
Yeah, there's a Xianzhou proverb for such an occasion. Know yourself and know your enemy, and you'll never have to sleep in the doghouse.
You made up the second half, didn't you?
What do you know? Just let sleeping dogs lie. Anyway, now's not the time for discussing Xianzhou sayings. You've got bigger fish to fry. Go and show Skott what you're made of.
March 7th, you're late. Here I was, thinking you were too chicken to show your face. I was thinking I might have to track you down and settle the score.
Too chicken? I was giving you the chance to back out, but you're actually insulting me now, you cheeky.
What's the rush? You only got 1 day left to live or something?
I hope your actions are as strong as that mouth of yours.
I wonder what Silver Wolf did to my sword. Can I really defeat Skott?
Don't worry, dear Miss March. Rest assured, we will win.
Whoa! My sword is talking.
Greetings, Miss March 7. I am the Tactical AI Chrome, parentheses, Learning Edition, close parentheses. My purpose is to aid you in overcoming adversaries.
Can you enhance weapons?
Quite the opposite, actually. When Silverwolf installed me into your sword, her terrible wielding skills reduced the sword's impact resistance by 12%. But please, do not worry. I'll help you secure victory.
How exactly are you going to defeat him?
Silverwolf has told me, know yourself and know your enemy, and you'll never have to sleep in the doghouse. The moment your sword touches the enemy mechs, I will upload a small virus onto their operating systems. So go ahead, strike your opponents with your sword.
Did I just hear her sword talking? Are my ears playing tricks on me?
Hey, take this! Did it work?
Before March 7th could even assume her sword stance, Chrome, the tactical AI in her hand, has already flown out, homing in on the IPC mech like a cruise missile, and lodged itself into the vital point.
Operating system rebooting. Program failure detected.
What's happening? My mech! What did you do to my mech, March?
I don't know.
Higher authority command recognized. Entering combat mode.
Now it is time to fight, dear Miss March.
Oh no! Boys, they've taken control of our mechs! Get ready for battle! Miss March, I'm begging you! These mechs are cheap! Please don't break them!
Sure thing. Provided you do not fight back, the mechs will remain undamaged.
Oh, this cyber swordplay is amazing!
Know yourself and know your enemy, and you'll never have to sleep in the doghouse.
Specialist Skott, they're controlling our mechs. There's no way we can defeat them.
Ha! If we fought fair and square, you might call this a sparring session. But March 7th, your actions today have blatantly crossed the last line of the law. You injected a virus into the IPC mechs and took control. That's an infringement of the IPC's intellectual property and assets.
I'd be more concerned about yourself, Skott. Why were you storing your private data on an IPC computer?
Private data? I have no idea what you're talking about.
No idea, huh? I noticed you paid a hefty sum for the end-of-life data deletion service, so I'm guessing there must be something worth seeing.
You, stop! Stop right there! That's private! Who told you you can invade my privacy? Just stop it!
What were the terms again, March?
Skott, you need to immediately apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl. You'll need to shout, IPC mechs are a total joke, and print that on every mech on your transport ship. Oh yeah, almost forgot. You have to squeal like a pig.
That's pretty
pretty much the same as barking like a dog, right? He's already barked like a dog. Players are bored of it. Let's come up with something new. How about singing the Soul Glad jingle, but with a pig squeal?
How much did Soulglad pay you?
Sam has been humming that blasted song every day since coming back from Penacony. It's all I can hear.
Fine, you've got me. I want to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl. It's my fault for causing trouble and making a scene on purpose. And then, just wait a second. How did that stupid song go? Oh, right. IPC mechs are a total joke! Oink, 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 oink. Oink, 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 oink. Oink, 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 oink. Oink, 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 oink.
He actually sang it twice. Talk about being committed to providing a service.
Specialist Skott! I found something! This woman! She's a Stellaron hunter!
What? No wonder she was able to effortlessly hack into our systems!
Oops, you caught me. Since my cover's blown, it looks like I'll have to resort to social obliteration to keep you quiet. The overbearing mech falls in love with me? Romance of the inorganic empire? Wow, your taste in entertainment is really unique.
I'm sorry, I'll be on my way.
But boss, why don't we take this chance to catch her and claim the reward?
Why? Because if you don't leave now, you'll be socially obliterated too!
Hold on a sec. Before you leave, let me give you a piece of advice.
What?
You should have faith in cloud technology.
You just don't get it! Humanity will never feel secure by putting all their faith in an ever-changing network!
Skott leaves Aurum Alley with his subordinates in a panic.
This victory has nothing to do with swordplay and everything to do with the power of technology.
I've learned another Xianzhou saying. Though my hands are empty, my heart wields a blade.
To have attained such achievements, I'm truly the Astral Express's sword champion.
Are the IPC's mechs really useful? Well, they belong to Silverwolf now.
Oh, wow, your handwriting is so beautiful. Can you teach Mr. Tails sometime?
Hey, this little one is getting cheeky. Now you're being sarcastic with me, huh?
What are you writing, March?
I'm writing a letter to the Astral Express. It's been a while, and I thought I should let them know that I'm safe and sound here. You know that poem from the Xianzhou, right? We like March. Her shoes are purple. She is new and high.
March, I don't think that poem is about you.
Huh? Writing a letter just to let the crew know you're doing all right? Do you guys not have phones?
That lacks a sense of propriety. I'm not just writing a letter. I'm writing a handwritten letter. I've got to show them I'm really on the Xianzhou.
You should also tell them about our glorious victory.
I didn't skip work to watch you write a letter. Come on, Let's play Celestial Jade together. Hurry up. Hurry up!
Just give me a sec. I'll play with you once I'm done. Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on the Xianzhou Luofu, so no need to worry. By the way, how's your trip going?
The shining golden side. Let your inner spark ignite. Find a treasure, a growing bright. Reach out for it and take a flight. Lucky or not, at least you tried. Chin up, in yourself confined.